Okay, we're on Sukkah Per Gimel Mishnah Aleph, first Mishnah in the third chapter of Masechet Sukkah. Okay, we're going to talk about the Arba Minim, the four species. And until now, in the first two prakim, we've talked about the mitzvah of Yeshiva B'Sukkah, sitting in the Sukkah. So now we're going to talk about the mitzvah of Arba Minim. Let's start with the pasuk. It says the Torah. I've highlighted it in blue. Let's see if I can make it a little smaller so you can see everything. There we go. Ulekachtem lachem bayom rishon pri etz hadar kapot tmarim va'anaf etz avot va'arvei nachal. Let's look at each one individually. You should take for yourselves on the first day. Okay, pri etz hadar. Pri etz hadar means the fruit of a etz hadar, of a beautiful tree. That's an etrog. Kapot tmarim are branches of tmarim. Anaf etz avot. Okay, thick branches. That's hadasim. Hadasim. Va'arvei nachal and aravot. And you should rejoice before Hashem for 7 days. Okay, we're going to see, first of all, we're going to see right away that the word ulekachtem lachem means it has to actually be yours. So, what are the ramifications? Let's look at the Mishnah. So now, as I always point out, the Mishnah doesn't say you have to have arba minim. You need arba minim? How do we know that? Read the Torah. You know, the Torah says you have to have arba minim. The Mishnah talks about, what about the details of the arba minim? Let's look. It says the Mishnah. Lulav hagazul v'hayavesh pasul. If I have a lulav, which we said, or the lulav is kapot barim. Okay, if it's stolen or dried out, pasul. What's wrong with stolen? Dichtiv, as it says, ulekachtem lachem, mishel lachem. Okay, let's go back here. Ulekachtem lachem b'yom rishon. It has to be lachem, and that's also one of the reasons why on the first day of Yom Tov we don't give it to our children who are under the age of bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah because they can't give it back to you. It has to be lachem. It has to belong to you when you take the lulav or the etrog on the first day. Okay, what else? What's the matter with yavesh? Yavesh is abdukulu ba'inan hadar. It's not mudar. It has to be it's interesting you said. Bayom Rishon, pre-etz hadar. Now this word hadar, okay, we're going to see, it means beautiful. So, but you said it's pre-etz hadar. It's only the etrog. No, we learn out, Chazal learned out that pre-etz hadar, we need hidur for all of the mitzvah, for all of the arbat haminim on some level. Let's continue in the Mishnah. What else? What other problems can you have? Shel asherah shel ir hanidachat pasul. If my lulav was an asherah tree is a tree that's worshipped as a avodah zarah, as idol worship. Or ir hanidachat is an entire city that was decreed that has to be destroyed because the majority of the city worships idols. What's wrong with these? The Mishnah says, what's wrong with these ear? It's still a lulav. What's the problem if it's asherah or ir hanidachat? It's not that it's asur b'hana'ah. Rather, the Bartanura says based on the Gemara, since the tree was worshipped and it's the sveich fakai, it has to be burned. Lulav ba'ishiur, lulav we're going to see, has a minimum requirement. V'hanei, and these lulavim kevan the sveich fakai me ein shiurin kayam. Since they have to be burned, they're designated to be destroyed. They don't have a shear. They have no halachic quantity. They don't exist. Therefore, you can't use them. Now we're going to go into the problems of the lulav itself. Niktam rosho, if the head is cut off, nifritzu alav, or the nifritzu lifrotz, we're going to see what that means. If the leaves are nifritzu, spread in such a way, pasul. But if they're nifridu alav, or if they're only minimally spread, alav from the word alim, then it's kasher. Let's have some pictures for you, okay? So niktam rosho, right? If the top of the head of it is cut off, then we all know that that's pasul. It's not a hidur. Let me see if I can make this one smaller. Nifritzu alav. Let's make this smaller. Okay, nifritzu alav. Let's look at the Bartanura for a second. You don't need to see the New York Times. Here we go. Nifritzu alav. Says the Bartanura. Nifritzu alav. Ve'enam mechubarim ela ayidei agida. The leaves are totally split off, and they're not connected at all. So that's, you can see, let me move myself here. You can see here, the leaves are spread off, and it's like a broom, they say. You see, it looks like a broom, actually. The leaves are tied on at the bottom. That's not kasher. But nifridu alav, right, the leaves are spread. You can have them as long as they're connected. And I'm going to point out that the top has to not be split, because otherwise that's a psul. People are not always aware of that. Nifridu alav, then they're still kasher. Nifridu alav, mechubarim en b'shidra, they're connected at the shidra, at the spine. But they're spread lekan ulekan, then it's kasher. Rabbi Yehuda Omer yagdenu milamala. Rabbi Yehuda says you should tie them above, and that's the picture that we saw here. You shagdan and just tie it so that it's to be connected. We also, the Gemara says, based on this, Rabbi Yehuda says, lulav tzarich eged, has to be connected, eged, has to be tied. Let's go on. Tzidei barzel ksherot. Tzidei barzel are a certain kind of lulav, certain kind of dekel, says the Bartenura. Yesh degalim shelulavim shalehem alehem kitzarim me'od. There are certain palm branches that the lulavim are very short. And they don't cover the entire length of the shidra like ours. But imhem arukim kol kach. If the leaves are such that the head of one leaf reaches the root of the next leaf, this is called Sinei Hara Barzel, then they're Ksheira. I've never seen Sinei Hara Barzel, but if you get one, let me know, it's kasher. Lulav sheyesh bo, finally. Lulav sheyesh bo shlosha tzvachim kedei lina'anea bo kasher. A lulav that has 3 tzvachim, lina'anea bo, it means to shake, that's the na'anuim, is kasher. And the Bartenura points out, based on the Gemara, Tani ukedei lina'anea bo. It says lulav that has 3 tvachim ukedei lina'anea bo. So it has to have enough to hold, plus the 3 tvachim. It has to be 4 tvachim. So therefore, that's how we read it. It says, so the lulav that has enough of shloshat tvachim ukedei lina'anea bo, okay, and is enough it has to have a tefach to hold, plus 3 more, kasher. And from this we learn that the minimum measurement of the lulav is 4 tvachim. I'll stop here, and we'll designate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman.